being the back end of a back-to-back. Beat Atlanta last night, going for win number 3 in a row. And for Denver, it's been a little bit of an inconsistent first half, just 17-15. There was one earlier this month that went down to the wire that Denver pulled out late. As that 3 on the way, and it is good out of the arms of Will Barton. And that is your stat to... Well, it's a Denver team that played in the Western Conference Finals a season ago, as Porter knocks down the mid-range. Morris trying to direct traffic from the corner as he's defended by Dort. Close out on Porter Jr. A little bit late, shoots over the top and drills another 3. SGA trying to turn the corner, shut off momentarily. There is that ball movement as Dort will attack and he scores to open up the Thunder scoring, which is essentially the center defensively for the Nuggets.
Well, he does so much that, one of the things he's not really is a shot blocker.
Even if he doesn't have his dribble.
Absolutely. He commands so much attention.
Little stop and pop action there for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the baseline. What's been a great homestand, really been a good homestand so far for OKC. Backdoor cut, and it's Murray slipping behind SGA. And there is Jokic and Murray at their best. All those backdoor cuts that we've seen, and it's really been something that they've utilized for a couple of years. A little action there between Murray and Jokic. This time it's Murray giving it to Jokic.
What I mean by that, folks, it's closer to the paint. So there's little room for the weak side to come over and help out because you're trying to guard your man.
Had a notion there momentarily. And Morris wasn't even close to him. And I think he tried to draw the foul there. Porter Jr. has got himself another 3.
Guys, he said it's a testament to the Thunder's holistic development and, of course, to Ty's hard work ethic.
All right, thank you, Paris. He's on the floor now coming out of this timeout where it's Darius Bazley cutting right across the lane.
He was able to kiss us off the glass. We talked about Jokic is not a shot blocker with all the great things he does, but I'll tell you one thing, some of the great things that the Nuggets are doing right now is...
A rapacious rebound underneath. SGA, a little sizzle down the lane as he puts it up and in.
I'll tell you, he knifed his way through the entire Nuggets defense.
So hard to slow down on the open floor. Another one of those backdoor cuts set up by Jokic. And it's Morris laying it up and in. One of those backdoor cuts. SGA again blows right by the defense. Barton never stood a chance. Another layup for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder race back defensively. Jokic sees a crease and scores as he was able to slip behind Bazley. Thunder now 1 out of 9 from 3. This is a Denver defense that is much better than Atlanta, and Porter Jr. has himself another tray.
Man, that takes a lot of patience and maturity to recognize that.
Oh, Muscala well behind the line, drills that 3. Kenrich Williams commanding things, finds a crease and gets up to the rim and scores with a nice scoop.
I like that because that's the same thing that happened with Devin Booker getting the all-star nod with Anthony Davis being out. You just totally reacted to the player.
And the floater there by Jamal Murray is good. Murray already with 8 points. Roby wide open. Instead wants to drive, slips it underneath Williams, the reverse layup. So Roby past Jerome and Maladon out on the perimeter. Maladon was able to shed one, skips it outside. Roby, clean look at a 3. No, and the pop in there by Williams. Get back out and start playing in front of fans, in front of everybody to enjoy them. As Jamal Murray steps back, top of the key jumper is good.
Yeah, you can take that back to last night as well. Gave the Thunder a big lift off the bench. Doing the same here tonight.
Roby streaking down the lane, goes right at Jokic with the left hand. Denver's been coughing the ball up with 5 turnovers. As that 3 is good, but that has been the answer offensively for Denver. Murray steps back and right down the pipe with the 3. Bazley left open, and he responds with a 3 of his own.
And he needs to keep taking that shot. But if you're wide open, you have to take that shot. Because if you don't, it's pretty much like a turnover. Did
most of his damage at the rim last night with those 4 dunks. Nice pass. SGA put it on the platter, set it up perfectly for Horford.
And that's what you do. Just under 3.5 left.
Well, Jokic just hasn't had to do a lot of work because it's been players like Morris and Barton, as that is going to be Jokic. Boy, somehow he gathered one-footed, off balance.
That's not the first time we've seen him make a play like that off an offensive rebound and one-handed and back in the basket.
Just to finish up that point, Jokic hasn't really been searching for his shot, and one of the reasons why he's got 9 points because help defense came over, might have affected that shot.
Now, I don't understand why the officials don't call a goaltend on that play. Michael Porter Jr. slapped the backboard on that play.
And an empty trip for OKC. As Denver has reclaimed control here late in the second.
You know, he is just unbelievable, the many things he does for the Nuggets offense.
And there he is, right at the free throw line. And the Thunder forced the turnover. Roby 2-on-1 with Bazley. Scoops it underneath, and a patient play there results in the slam for Bazley.
Get that deficit down to just 10 points.
Little switching action there. Bazley trying to recover a little too late, as it was Dort who stayed attached to Michael Porter Jr. for the game high. And really, Denver's just been shooting it extremely well since the start of the game. And Bazley comes back. He's now into double digits, first for OKC.
The Nuggets now have 12 turnovers and just keep disrupting their offense. As Jokic, man, that's almost like a layup for him.
Right? Free throw line.
Oh, absolutely.
Thunder just want to string together some positive minutes here. Looks like they did in the second quarter, and a nice dish there from SGA to Horford.
You know, the one time the Thunder had a break in the schedule was last week during the snowstorm, in which they were able to, supposed to have a 2-day break, but the NBA ended up adding the Memphis game.
Be kind of consistent offense, but good collapse there on the block of Barton. And Bazley with the flyby, and will slam it home.
Not helping him.
Just so much skill, and that's what he brought over with him from Serbia now in his 6th year. He was a second-round pick as SGA.
But they're getting good looks, though. I mean, you got to keep taking that shot.
That's where Jokic, he's just so deadly. You have to be aware. 3:04 left to go in the third. Jokic gets it right back and lines up that three. This was really kind of the lineup, Mike, that made a run in the second quarter. That second unit here with Williams with the blow-by on Campazzo. He's got himself a layup. Trying to make up a 20-point deficit.
Yeah.
There is another shot, and really for Denver, it's been there all night. And to help this Thunder team win games. Shot clock is off. Dozier will score on the reverse. Little burst there from P.J. Dozier. Went to double digits thanks to his second three of the night. Playing in his second game of the season. Jamal Murray playing these fourth quarter minutes here might be a little surprised as Denver's lead is at 31.
And the Thunder have to continue to do the same thing that they've done all season. Your system work, it's not broken. And a lot of other things that go into that, guys filling in for each other.
Must be working on something specific.
Yeah. Well, you know, he's got it going. And he's one of those guys, when he gets it going, he's pretty good.
And there is Muscala, so a couple of threes for the Thunder here in the fourth quarter. Managing the body because the NBA schedule is unlike anything any of these guys have ever experienced, as R.J. Hampton just elevated up to the rim.
Looking very much like his dad.
Oh, how about that? Little friendly hop right off the front of the rim. As Howard will let the clock run out as the Denver Nuggets a wire-to-wire win here.